Unfortunate we couldn't find a way to win that game at the end. It's on me, and I will say I apologize for not having the right hat on. Somebody played a pretty good trick on me, but I'll answer any questions that I can.
Knowing you guys needed a win and the way your defense has played, was there any consideration, or what went into the thought to kick the field goal supposed to go for it down there in overtime?
It's 4th and 5. Had we got a little bit closer, we would have thought about it, but it was 4th and 5. We had them in 2nd and 10, backed up on their own 25, and we had a penalty, and a big penalty. But if it was a little bit closer, I'd have considered going for it. I know I went for it a few times earlier in the game, but to take the lead with 3 minutes left, I thought it was the play to make at that time.
Jon, having to turn to Marcus in an emergency situation like that coming off the bench, could you have expected anything more than what he gave you guys tonight off the bench?
No, I mean, it just shows the kind of player, kind of football character he has. I mean, our offensive coordinator isn't here either. You lose Derek, and then we changed gears offensively, and Marcus came in and did a great job. And really proud of him. I think that just kind of puts an exclamation point on why we signed him, and just wish we could have won the game for him.
Hey, Jon, do you have any update on the severity of the groin injury that Derek Carr suffered?
No. I don't believe it's a real tear, but obviously if he can't finish the game, it's got to be pretty significant. The concussion to Renfro hurt us a lot also. We're already missing Ruggs. So it was tough, but I'm really proud of our coaches and our players. We did a lot of good things tonight, but you got to win these tight games, and oftentimes that's a reflection on the head coach.
Hey, Jon, I want to ask you about the end of the first half. You guys had the ball. Were you guys trying to score there, or what was the approach at that point?
Which possession?
Before they scored, were you guys in the ball? You ran the ball first on first down.
Yeah, we called a play. We weren't sitting on the ball, Vic. We were trying to run a play that we had great success with. If you watch us play the first time against the Chargers, same play, and we thought we had it. I don't know what happened on the read, but we lost 5 yards, and it was a big play in that drive, obviously getting us off the field. But we didn't mean to do that. We were going to go up tempo there, but we didn't expect to lose 5 yards on first down.
Jon, obviously you're down 5 starters on your defense, and there aren't any moral victories. But when you look and evaluate your defense, do you have to keep that in mind also that, hey, we're down 5 starters?
I keep everything in mind, but I have a one-track mind, and that involves winning. And this is going to help us in some ways, but it's really painful right now to lose. And we've had a lot of tight games go down to the buzzer, and this one was tough. But I am proud of our players, proud of our coaches, and congratulate the Chargers.
Jon, Trayvon's played pretty well for most of this year. It was a rough day for him. What did you see from his play today?
Well, I think the penalties. Obviously, we have to eliminate the penalties, and they have a lot of good receivers. They have done a nice job collecting those athletes there, and they made some plays. But the penalties were very hurtful, and we got to clean that up, no doubt.
So I want to go back to the end of the first half on defense. What did you see in those last 2 plays when they scored the 2 plays between Mullen and Worley, those last 2 plays?
Well, we were in a split coverage, a split safety coverage, and I'm not going to point fingers at anybody, but we didn't play the coverage properly. And when you make mistakes and you don't get in the quarterback's face, usually these guys find the open guy, and that's what happened. We did not play a cover 2 zone very well. It's happened before this year, and it's hard to admit it again.
So when Derek goes down and Marcus comes in, you guys change the offense. What's that process like, changing the kind of offense on the fly, and how difficult is that?
Well, it's hard. Obviously we didn't have an off season like everybody else, and Marcus was out, I think, the first 9 or 10 weeks of the season. So we haven't had a chance to really work at a lot of these things. This is just a real credit to the coaches, and really a credit to Mariota. He's a hell of a player, and we called some plays we didn't really practice, and we had practice earlier in the season, but if Derek can't go, we're going to always try to do what our quarterback does best, and this guy can really run. He's a dual threat, and he proved it tonight.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.